Hi everyone, it's Renee with Delaney Jane Cards. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing two things. I am collaborating with my friend Marie. She has a blog, card making blog called Another Card Making Blog. I'll have that linked below. But she is a super talented card making blogger. And she loves Christmas cards. So we are using the theme Christmas in July for our kind of collaboration today. And I decided to use Pink and Main products. I'm not sure if you heard, but the Pink and Main store had a little bit of an incident this past month. During some maybe not so wonderful things that have happened in our country, some of our larger cities, the Pink and Main store was a victim, and some things were taken from the Pink and Main store by some people that didn't pay for it. So there's kind of this push to showcase some Pink and Main products online, and I decided to kind of combine these two efforts to collab with my friend Marie and to showcase some Pink and Main products, and that is what we're getting today. So I'm going to make this really cool card with I think it's called Seasonal Trucks. And then I picked up this really neat background die. Let's see if I can find the name of it here. I don't know where the packaging is, but it's fantastic. It's actually two dies, and then I was kind of showing you there, you could kind of manipulate it to pull it apart just a little bit. It's like, you'll see when I do die cut it. It's like a bunch of pieces. You could do so much stuff with it. So here I'm stamping the images I'm going to use and the sentiment I'm going to use with the Ink on 3 Blackout ink. That is my favorite go-to black ink for Copic coloring. I use it for watercoloring too because it is one of those multi-purpose inks. It's called a hybrid ink, I believe, is what the term in my mind. It's multi-purpose because I can use it for multiple things. That seems super simple. Anyway, I stamped that a few times just so that I could get nice crisp image. And then I pulled out this paper. It is by Tim Holtz, and it's like this fantastic metal sheened paper, and you can emboss on it. So that's what I'm doing here. I stamped it with my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I'm going to heat emboss this with some clear embossing powder just to kind of set that black ink. I'm not sure how long it would take to dry. I'm sure it would take a while because that is a non-porous surface and that ink is slippery. And it doesn't like to dry on things. So I just clear heat embossed it. Now for the ornaments that are going to go in the back of the truck, I'm going to do a very similar thing. I've got these little pieces of coordinating cardstock from that pack, and I am going to stamp it on each of these. And I am going to do the same thing, heat emboss them. See, I'm using that Scrap Perfect embossing bag there. It is my favorite to date. I am not affiliate. Well, I have an affiliate link with Scrap Perfect, but it's still my favorite, even if I didn't. So this little rectangle, I believe, is like a board for like the back of the pickup truck. So I'm coloring it like it is wooden and just using some squiggly lines to make kind of wood grain on there. Nothing fancy. You'll also notice that I did not use the color cam for this card because there's not really a lot of coloring. Sorry, my cat is refusing to leave me alone tonight, so if you hear him, I apologize. Also, my 3-year-old is still up and it is 2 in the morning. So if you hear him, did I say 3? He's 3. If you hear him, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's that thing. So what I did here is I trimmed out each of the ornaments out of a different color. It's super easy. The ornaments are round. It was very simple. I did leave it in here though, so you can see pretty much I'm moving the paper with my non-dominant hand, and I'm kind of holding the scissors in my dominant hand, and you never actually squeeze the tips all the way down. You're cutting in kind of the crook of the scissors, and that is how I fussy cut. So for the truck, I did cut out the windshield and the window there with an X-Acto knife, and when I trimmed out the greenish blue, what is going to be the pickup truck, I did not worry about that back detail where the piece of wood is going to be. And then I did want to color in the windows because now that I knew I was going to place this on top of the white truck, which I die cut. I die cut all the things. I die cut the white piece for the ornaments to sit on. I die cut. You see me play all them die cuts out there. I die cut all that stuff. Anyway, I colored the windows in. Used BV00 and B60, I believe, just to add a little bit of color to the windows. And then I'm just adding a little bit of liquid adhesive to the truck. And here you can see where I did not cut out the part on the back there. It's not going to matter because I am going to cover that up. So it's not that big of a deal. I wanted my truck to be less flat, more dimensional, so I am going to shade it with some Copic markers here. Nothing fancy, really. This is a BG49, and I believe I used a B02 to blend it out. Nothing fancy at all. Not at all. And then I believe I pulled in the colorless blender, yeah, just to make sure that it was blended out nicely. It's a non-porous surface, but Copic markers are alcohol ink, so it does color that just fine. And then I will adhere down my 3 little Christmas baubles that I paper pieced. And I just found that this was super fun. I wanted that shine and something really quick. This card did not take me very long at all. I only have it sped up to 2 times, I believe, just because I'm slow. And you see everything. I didn't really cut anything out. For the ornaments, I think you can put them on the front of the truck, but because I die cut that extra little piece of wood, put them in the behind the truck so they look like they're inside the bed of the truck. And then I'm gonna adhere this little piece of wood here to finish that off. I just felt like it looked a little more finished. For this background die here, see how it's like a rectangle and then an insert? I am going to die cut this thing out, this like pattern thing, out of purple, the same color blue, and the like coppery orange, I believe. And then I also cut it out of some white cardstock. Now, if I just glue this white panel down to the white cardstock, it's super cool. I can see using this for so many things. You can also dry emboss you can also dry emboss any dies, but cover dies are super cool to do that too. And you could dry emboss this and get this like textured, layered look without having to fiddle with this whole thing, which might be what I try next time. But here I wanted to show that you could just layer this white piece on top of a white piece, and you get this really cool tone on tone look. And I was very excited. I was like, oh, I could have just left it like that. But instead I have these circles, and I don't use them all, so I actually did just put this in the back of the pocket that I have the die saved in, because these are really pretty, and they were just scraps that I had, so it wasn't like I wasted a bunch of this fancy cardstock to do this. So I just popped some out of each of the colors here, and I am going to kind of randomly piece them into this background. Just kind of added a dot of glue. It doesn't need to be any more than a dot of glue. One little dot will hold this piece of paper in. And then I just layered them in. I didn't fill the whole thing in with these. I'll show you what I do with the rest of them in a little bit. So I just kind of randomly put them in here. I think I left all of this in just because my video was super short, and I figured this would give me the opportunity to talk about Marie a little bit. Now, I did meet Marie when there was a group called the Collective Creators out there. She has a very unique style of coloring. She works with bugaboo stamps a lot. She's very much into digital images, and she can do amazing things with them. And she's actually the person that gave me the confidence to even turn my silhouette on. I had no idea how to use it. It had been in my craft room for 5 years, and she kind of just gave me the confidence to use it, and I value that greatly. She's also kind of the person that reaches out to me when I need it most. I mean, I have a couple really good buddies, but Marie always seems to reach out when I just absolutely need it most. I don't know what it is about her. that makes her just know when I need to hear from her. She also loves Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and we share a love affair of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So I'm guessing we bonded over that a little bit. But in truth and honesty, the reason that Marie and I have gotten as close as we have is because I really value the expertise that she brings to the table, that she is an amazing colorist. She knows what she's doing with digital images, and she's honestly super fun to talk to. And I just appreciate her in a way that I wanted to share. I wanted to showcase her. She does not have a YouTube channel. She has a blog, and I know sometimes bloggers get missed on stuff like this. So I wanted to collaborate with her, especially about her favorite holiday. And since it's Christmas in July, I thought, well, there is no better time to do this than right now. For the sentiments, I did cut them out with some stitched banners. I just like slid the Christmas cheer one over so that I could make it shorter, and then finish off the edge. So Marie also uses stickles a lot. She is the stickles queen. So I decided I was going to kind of zhuzh up my image here with some stickles. And then after I had kind of decorated the ornaments, then I decided I was going to fill in some of these circles in the background. I do end up filling in the majority of the full open circles. I just think it adds something really cool. The circles that are filled in with the color, they are shiny and glossy, and there's so much texture and shine going on here. I think it's a win in my mind for the shine and the texture, and I absolutely love this card. You'll have to let me know what you think. Like I said, I will have Marie's her blog and the actual blog post that I'm collaborating with linked below. I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe below here. And as I always say, give cards generously. Bye.